really common question I get from you is about faking orgasms. I hate to break it to you guys, but when it comes to women in particular, 70% of women have faked orgasm at one time or another, and many women fake it often. And let's face it, from Harry Met Sally, you learned that women can be pretty good at faking it. Now, is it okay to fake an orgasm? Well, yeah, it's okay. But is it healthy? No. And certainly if you're in a relationship with someone, it can really start to fray the fiber of connection between the two of you. I can't tell you how many couples I've worked with where she has been faking it. And really, I kind of call it the mercy fake. Because for whatever reason, she has difficulty reaching orgasm, or she can't reach orgasm, or she can reach orgasm, but she doesn't feel empowered or comfortable enough articulating what she needs, right? Or maybe she just got in the habit early in the relationship of faking it before she was comfortable articulating her needs, and now she doesn't know how to do it, right? Or she doesn't know how to tell her partner that she's been faking it. And the reason I call it the mercy fake, because this is the most common reason I find that women fake orgasms in relationships, is because their partner is so enthusiastic and trying so hard. And she's enjoyed the sexual scenario. She's done, but she knows because he's, or they, whoever she's having sex with, is being such a generous partner and isn't going to end the sexual scenario until she reaches orgasm. She mercy fakes, right? Throws him a bone and fakes orgasm. A, so the scenario will end, but B, so they'll feel good about the sexual scenario. The problem is, in a long-term relationship, eventually resentment builds, right? Your partner's rolling over all pleased with themselves, and you're sitting there having had no release and having faked the whole thing. And then, it's been so long. I can't tell you how many couples have come into my office where this has happened, and she finally admits that she's been faking, and the partner is devastated and feels totally bamboozled and humiliated and is like, oh my gosh, you were such a good liar. If you could fake this so well, what else are you faking, right? So we have to do all this reparative work before we can even get to the issue of having orgasms in the first place. And there are lots of reasons why orgasms are hard to achieve, in particular for women. A lot of it has to do with the need for education and information. And I will make a video specifically about how to help a woman reach orgasm. But very often it's really a lack of communication or something has changed with childbirth, with medications, with hormonal contraceptives, with perimenopause, with menopause. Something has changed to make it harder to reach orgasm. And also, the truth is, as wonderful as orgasms are, they are not the key. Ironically, you would think so, but they are not the key to a woman's sexual satisfaction. I did a huge national study with Rand Survey Company on what the most sexually satisfied women had in common. And it was not how many orgasms they had or whether or not they reached orgasm with every encounter, or any encounter for that matter. Orgasms were great when they happened, but the key to their sexual satisfaction was the emotional intimacy and connection they felt with the person they were having sex with. If they felt that deep intensity of connection and satisfaction in that connection, even in a one-night stand, right, much less in a relationship, that is what ultimately led to their true sense of sexual satisfaction. And I think that's really important to understand, in particular for men, because for men who, by the way, also fake sometimes because of performance anxiety, or they drank too much, or they're just feeling uncomfortable, or it's not really working for them, they can fake too. So don't think men can't fake. But for the majority of men, orgasm is the punctuation mark on the sexual encounter. So they can't imagine having a sexual encounter without orgasm, which is why they so generously, generations ago, men wouldn't even bother. They didn't even care or think about a woman reaching orgasm. Now it's really important, and that's a wonderful thing, that it becomes really important to men now to help their partners get there. But it's important for men to understand that not only is that not the key to her sexual satisfaction, but no woman orgasms every single time she has sex with someone else. It might be for reasons of stress, distractions, where she is in her cycle. It could be so many different things that can impair or impede our ability to respond. And so it has to be okay for her to say, you know what, this time, I'm not going to get there. But that doesn't mean she's not really enjoying the physical sensations, the sensuality, the sexual intimacy, and the emotional intimacy of the encounter. Now, if she says, I really want to reach orgasm, let's work on this, then that's a different story. But it also has to be okay for her to say, this time is not going to happen. And I think when you can have that kind of communication, it takes so much of the pressure off. But I really encourage women not to fake. Not only because you're giving credit where credit isn't due, but because it isn't authentic and you are going to start resenting it, and you do deserve maximum pleasure. Like I said, you don't have to reach orgasm every time, but you should be able to reach orgasm with your partner and be able to express and experience that level of fulfillment. So don't fake, be honest, open the lines of communication, and enjoy the sensuality and the connection and the joy that sex brings beyond the goal-oriented focus on the big O. Let me know if you have questions about this or anything else, because I'm always here to help you learn to love and be loved better.